Today we are going to do something special. I'll be using some crazy techniques to paint a beautiful lady in the original style of Lipan art, and I'll be also using some wild glue gun techniques to make it come to life. You've got to stick around until the end to see how it turns out. I hope you're good and ready to create with me. Now today we've got something special. I will admit that I'm a bit anxious. I've got a pretty unusual request and it really got me excited and kind of anxious at the same time. Am I able to create something in the style of, I do apologize if I mispronounced the word, I'm really sorry, Lipan art or Lipan art? From the Gujarat region of India. It's a very special type of art. Some people call it modern mirror art. It's been very popular style of decorating houses. Of course, I wouldn't be myself if I didn't do some research into this style. And I'm looking at the region. Some amazing architecture. Whoa! I've decided to make a lady because I like making ladies. I know that you like making ladies, and the Indian ladies are so pretty in all the jewelry. It took me forever to do those, I would say, simple earrings comparing to the ones that I saw online. Now I might recreate something similar here to that. I think I'm going to use my paste. I was thinking glue gun, but then I saw those details and there's no way. It will take me forever and ever. The canvas is prepped, nicely taught, but I'm going to apply one layer of white. So I'm going to taper down and transfer her quickly. And now I'm thinking, looking at those numerous little beads, you know what, maybe it's the time to actually use all those little tiny bits and jewels that I've collected over the years that I've made myself. I'm going to look through everything I have. That's my way of transferring. You don't have to do it. I know for some of you it's kind of annoying, so use something else. Or draw over and that will transfer it beautifully as well. Absolutely fine. Time to prepare my mix. And this is what I am using. All-purpose filler, which is wool putty. I probably won't need as much as I think because I am not filling her up. I am only doing, in this Lipan art, they're only outlines. Except for the jewelry, of course. Probably enough. I might break the rules and I might fill some sections, like maybe the lips, or see how I feel. You know, it's my own take. It's my first time and yeah, I'm experimenting. It's super heavy gesso. Don't know, maybe that's enough. Sometimes I put half and half depending on how thick I want the mixture to be. I sometimes put paint in it. It's easier when it's more runny, but we'll get a higher 3D effect when there is more purpose filler. Keep it away from children and pets, obviously, because it looks too appetizing. I'm making my cone. Little bit of cellophane. Yes, the same cellophane you get with your flowers if you buy some bouquet of flowers. I was going to tape the end. Like this. This is insanely thin. I don't think anything will come out. Look at this. Can you see those eyelashes? That's perfect thickness. I wasn't even going to do them like this, but now I can't resist. It's always good to have a wet brush with the paste, because you can spread it. Now the second eye. How is that? Enough? And the bottom lid now. I don't think there's anything that small, even the chain. So I am making the ending a bit bigger. And now this is going to be good for all the little connections. Kind of looks like a chain, doesn't it? What else was small? All the connections here between the beads. I'm not even trying to go over exactly the ones I've drawn. They only serve as an indicator for me what to do where It's going to be painted anyways. The pencil marks won't be seen, hopefully. Can I make blobs and then put the beads in them? Will that work? So these are the ones I found. They're really small. Okay, I press them down. I think that's nice, because it gives us some nice round circle. Look at that. I was really enjoying this part, and I thought I'll probably need a couple more here, so I'm going to do the same. See, I'm pretty efficient now. Okay, now I want to make this circle. Are we trying this? Well, I will wipe it off if it goes wrong. I've decided to make some dots using only the paste. I've watched a short video by an Indian artist doing it. What if I apply the eyebrows, actually? I'll probably have to apply lips if I'm doing it like this. She's got eyelashes, so now she has eyebrows. I thought I'm going to make the line for this chain here. The consistency is actually excellent. For the line application is perfect. So before I cut the ending, I am going to make some random little flowers. Couple of petals here, there. I've noticed on quite a few pictures that the ladies have got those special like white flowers here. Maybe it's orange blossom. I don't want to mess up her earring. I can always add more later. That's a nice bunch. Let's put this away for the night so it won't get dry, and see you tomorrow. I will need some particular jewels for the dangling bits for her necklace, so I thought I'm going to make droplets out of glue gun. That's probably the easiest way to create those shapes. Some years ago I mass-produced little dots out of glue gun, and I thought it was a brilliant idea. I know some people have been trying the technique recently as well, but this time we are doing droplets, so press quite a lot and then release like that. How many will I need? Well, I can make more because I can use them for my other paintings later on, so why not? If I started, let's make more. They look a little bit like I just realized they're like swimming towards something here, aren't they? My bad. Yeah, especially if I make a longer tail. You tell me that this is not funny. Yes. I think I should put it as a thumb, shouldn't I? Maybe I should paint them first and stick them on once they are painted, because it's going to be easier covering them individually. Are we going for ruby red? Are we going for emerald? What jewels should she have? I'm making these out of paste, the ones here, because I don't want to add all the sections out of glue gun. I'll show you how easy this is, because I thought it's going to be hard, but it's actually super easy, this section. I make a blob and I stretch it and it touches the mid ring, and that's exactly what I wanted here. Yes. Ta-da! I think I've finished with the jewellery. All the rest of the bits that are missing are going to be made of a glue gun. And I've got some little pearls here as well. These and the drops, that will be enough. So now I am doing the outlines, which is the area that I have to be super careful with. Obviously the facial features, yes. Facial features will result her having a different expression and looking different, so I'm careful here. I really wanted her nose straight. Is it straight? Almost. Lips. I might outline the lips, and then if I like it, maybe I'll fill them up. Maybe once we paint them, it's going to look better. Now the eyes. I did want to fill the whole section. I really wanted nice round eyes. I just couldn't imagine sort of empty sockets. I'm going to do hands. A relaxing change. I'm really curious if a person watching from this region in India, Gujarat region, what will they think of my work? I know it's a bit different, but it's directly inspired. I sometimes look at my own hand when I plan something like this, so I took a picture of my own hand. And I really want it nice and nicely curved. So this is going to be way thicker now. I want to do her hair and the dress as well. Oh, that's a big blob. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Again, we've got like a flat section. That's really nice. So I'm going to spread it. It's going to be a thicker line. Now, you've know I've produced quite a lot of those little beads and the little droplets. Now, I can glue them down and then try to paint them, which will be quite a job, painting each one individually. I'm trying to make everything as easy as possible, so I came up with another idea. I used it once when I created those little glue gun droplets. Masking tape. Now look, then we can stick them all. You put them down, they won't move anymore. I can even go further, and instead of using a brush, which is absolutely fine, I can brush it all off, peel them individually. It's going to be quick as well. Or I can use spray paint if I've got the right color. But this is by far quickest way of painting little elements. I've never seen anybody doing it this way. I am going to go with emerald green on these and then ruby red on the small ones, because I've checked some of the images of Lipan art and the brides were very often wearing green and red, so it must be the traditional way. You see this? Huh. I want to test this paint first. I just bought it. I've never used bio-based heavy acrylic and I'm very curious. Okay, with a little, like a hint of the first layer, it's like almost pink. I think I will want a deeper red. So that's the way to do it with the brush. But I might go and use a spray paint. But I wanted to show you that even if you use a brush, you can paint them all. They won't move. These ones, I want to use phthalo green. And again, one application, they will be very light, but it's so quick and will be dry in no time. Before I start painting, I really need to test the lips. Would they look better if I fill them up or not? Let me test it. I think I might like it actually. Looking at it now, well, it was worth checking. And I can safely put my hand everywhere now because it's all dry. What we need now is a nice skin tone. I usually start with the three primaries, blue, red and yellow, and then mixing those we'll get brown, and that brown is added in very small amount to white, and I'll mix and mix and mix. However, I'm going to do it differently today, just to show you that it can be done differently. There are many ways of mixing skin tone. I might go with yellow ochre and a burnt sienna. Let's start with see what we get here. Now if I add it to white, it's going to be too light for her skin tone and it's going to be too orangey. It's a nice color for some rosy cheeks, you know, but for a different skin tone. So we want something darker. I might add a bit more burnt sienna. Now I will play with what I have here and I'll be tweaking it a little bit to get the color I want. I'm actually in half-term break at the moment. Yeah, I didn't go to school today, but the last thing we did with my students is actually, funny enough, mixing skin tone. Yes, I might lighten it a little bit. The reason being that once acrylic paint is dry, it's going to be darker. I'll start with the neck just to see what it looks like. Yeah, I do like this color. So now I'm being careful and I'm going to fill all those sections where the skin is showing. One more thing, I am filling the jewelry. Why? Because the skin is seen between those jewels. Yes, I'll add another color later on, but I do want to see some skin tone in between. Now I'm going to do the hair. I don't want it pitch black, but I want it very, very dark brown. Her hair is in a bun. That's what I wanted. Here I can apply paint freely. Can't wait to see the eyelashes done. Have to have enough water on the brush so it's not dry, because obviously I'm going over 3D elements. For the eyebrows, I mix more brown eyes. To make, I'm making sure that the iris is perfectly round, because now I'm going over those sections. Oh, yeah, she's looking cute. Definitely coming to life. I'm going to test my pen. It's Deco Color in gold. And I'm outlining the very thin lines. So everything thin and gold. This particular one, because it's a nice shade of gold. Not every gold nice and shiny, at least in my opinion. Some of them look more green. I'm making some of those, I'm imagining they are pearls. A quicker option. There's always something I think halfway through that might be more useful, easier. Now I made a puddle of gold and I'm going to touch those little babies. It's much easier like this. This is the same gold I was using. I'm careful not to touch the background. They look so shiny, don't they? So all those little flowers will be gold. Before I decide on the final lipstick shade, I've mixed some of my magenta with yellow ochre here. And I'll be adding white, and I want something rather neutral for the time being. And I will see if she needs something darker. That will do for now. Some nice kind of coral pink. There was a partition, so I want to make it darker. Oh, I think I like her lips. These flowers, there should be some yellow, hint of yellow in between. I'm painting green and I'm saying yellow. Okay, sorry. Touch of green. Well, again, this is Lipan art. I shouldn't be making it so realistic. I sometimes get carried away, you know. Added some blusher to her face. Perhaps I'm going to make a lighter version for the veil. We've got cadmium red and we've got this. Let's see. Oh, that's a lovely color. I'm imagining that I'll have to do at least a couple layers. Now, of course, I need the edge nicely painted. So I've got a thinner brush. Whoops, I thought I was recording my mistake of the century. I was planning for this to be a veil covering her hand, but in the end, because I applied this line here, holding the painting upside down, I ended up making her look weird because it looks like her hand was coming out of her dress. So I took scalpel and I cut that section and I'm going to extend the hand. The veil is going to be lighter, much lighter. Only because it's supposed to be translucent. Forgive me that silly light of mine. So some section might be darker, some lighter. I keep painting, but I'm very careful here. Alright, wasn't so difficult. I can always cover the eyelashes over again if I make them pink by accident here. I only added a couple of highlights. Then I also going to be painted the same color as the dress. I think that makes sense. I'm going to try and draw some patterns, golden patterns on the dress. The thing is, if anything goes wrong, I don't think I'll be able to take them off. like that. Oh, look, at an angle, that's pretty. I was saying it's probably the most gold in my life on one painting. But I do want to make some patterns here. And I'm going to use this thin brush. I do have still the metallic paint. I shook my pen and got this out. Almost forgotten. I did an Indian style art once and I was wearing sari. I'm going to find a picture. I'm going to show you myself in a sari. How about that? Look at this. Oh, is that insane? Okay. It's a bit like Ben-Day dots in pop art, with the difference being they are very sparse here. I don't know, I can't stop. I mean, I'm sorry, I just can't stop. It's just so much fun. I knew I had to finish the hands, so now is the time to give her some bracelets. Don't know if I should do some different patterns. Oh, this is so pleasant to apply. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Time for these. I'm almost thinking like, oh my goodness, the green. I did want the green, but now hopefully it's going to be all right. Let's see. Oops. Some light. It's probably a little bit too much. I am using diamond glaze. I like it because it's transparent, it's water-based, so I can rub it off if something goes wrong. Touch of glue. And drop. Meanwhile, I wrapped some gold onto the green jewels because I thought they were a bit too harsh for my liking. Sometimes the hardest decisions are at the very end, especially for me. We're thinking like, what color background do I want? So the best thing is to upload it somewhere and test the background. So I've uploaded the picture onto Procreate and I tested cream because I thought it would look nice. And yeah, it is nice cream, browny red. I've got red. I've got blue. You know, I love blue, but this doesn't go well. I also checked green, but I wasn't too keen on green. So, well, let's just say that my family unanimously voted for red. So there you go. We are doing a red background. This one is opaque. So maybe I'm going to cover with this first and then add the deeper red. I won't be boring you with painting the background. It's super bright and red, but I don't want to leave the background like this. I want to do the last thing, and I promise this is going to be the very last thing. I covered her with Frisket. I'm drawing just along the outline with a Posca pen. Now, I wanted to really follow the style, so I even ordered the little mirrors. Actually, they are quite fun. I'll take them out, and I ordered some squares so I could attach all the squares around. However, I did not put any mirrors on her, and I think it will look, I don't know, I just don't feel it at the moment. I've been looking at some stencils and I found one that I quite like. I wanted very small patterns in the background, so I'm going to cover the background. Yes, I know, it's a gold overkill, but I'm doing it on purpose. Small amount of gold on a sponge. Is that enough? Oh, nice. Ta-da, look at that. There we are. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and to like the video. It really helps the algorithms. Also, don't forget to check out my Patreon for extended versions of my tutorials. This beautiful lady is for sale now on my website, abcreativeofficial.com, along with my other original art. Thank you so much for watching and see you all next week. Bye bye!